What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Stocks channel. Today SPY was up 0.39% and we did break through that consolidation range 2 days in a row above 458 and we're now above 460, so we're well on our way towards that previous all-time high. Now, interestingly enough, you would assume on a day like this, the Magnificent Seven or the market moving names would have had a decent day. But as you can see from the image right here, every single mega cap stock was red today and by quite a significant amount, even though we saw the indices advancing. So this is good news if you're a bull, because that means the rally is now broadening out and the market breadth is not just requiring these 7 to 10 stocks moving higher. And on a day like today where the market was able to move higher while these stocks were actually getting a pullback, may only provide even more fuel to the rally if these stocks were just pulling back and getting ready to bounce tomorrow or the rest of the week. So if you're bearish, this is obviously not what you want to see. On a day these stocks are going down, you would have expected the indices to go lower, but do pay attention. This is still a bull trend until it's not, as long as we have this bull trend and price action is above all of the critical support zones. So getting rid of this image, we can see SPY did break out of that consolidation zone where we were trading within a range between 453 and 458. And now that we're breaking out of that range, we're likely heading higher towards 467 as long as we can hold this breakout above 458. We have the bull trend with all of the moving averages stacked to the bullish direction. We have positive slopes on all of the moving averages and price action is above all the moving averages as we continue to climb higher. So above SPY 458, it's going to be a much simpler time just staying on the bull until we see price action roll over and break down below support. Now, if we do see a false breakout and we see price coming right back down and slicing through some of this support and break down through 458 and that rising 20 daily moving average, which is going to be right around 455, then we're looking for the next critical support right at 451. If we lose all of that support, including 451, then and only then are we looking for a retracement all the way back down towards 440 to 441. So that's the definition of letting the price action do all the talking, because if you're continuing to expect that pullback to 440 and you're trying to short the market in anticipation of it, that's not going to be a great time if we just continue higher towards 467. So do your best to resist the temptation to short a bull trend, and this is obviously still a bull trend while price action is above all that support. So if we continue higher, the next price target is right up there at 467, and do keep in mind we are approaching the upper Bollinger Band, so we could see some resistance on the way there if we start to go too far too fast. On the Nasdaq 100 triple Qs, we were up 0.85% today, and the triple Qs also broke through that resistance level right there at 393, and I have the next price target for you right there at 396. Now, just like SPY, we're near that upper Bollinger Band, and on the triple Qs, we're already touching that upper Bollinger Band, so it is likely going to be a slow climb from here through 396, and if we break through 396, we'll be looking for 404 next. If we start to pull back, we need to hold this support zone at the breakout at 391. So that's going to be a critical risk level in the short term. And if we break down below 391, we still need to hold this support zone between 383 and 386. If we cannot hold all of that support and we've seen the high of this bull trend, then we'll be looking for a retracement back down towards this gap fill at 378. But keep in mind, it is possible we just go straight to 404, and even at a later date, we could still come back down and fill that gap. So don't get sold on the idea that gap has to fill now. Even though I am 99% sure this gap is going to fill, we have no idea when it's going to fill. That's why we always follow the price action and we don't guess. So whether we go straight to 404 and then fill the gap, or we start to get a pullback and fill the gap very soon, we're going to know that through the price action, and we're going to need to see the price action breaking this critical breakout support zone at 391 and then cascading down to the lower support and continuing to break through them. Otherwise, we're maintaining this bull trend as long as we're above 391. On the Dow Jones, we were up 0.43% today, and the Dow Jones also had a bull breakout, which was the break of this bull flag look because we kept getting inside day candles from the December 1st candle, and I told you if we broke above 363, then we would go straight higher towards the previous all-time high at 367. Now, in order to get more bearish, we needed to break down below 360, and then we were looking for 356, and as you can clearly see, we got the bullish breakout. So if you were following price action today, you understood the break of the upper range was telling us we're going higher, so as long as we're above 363, we're looking for that next price target around 367. Again, at any point we could break down, but wait for the price action to prove it, and that is now going to be the breakdown below support at 360 and then 356 and 353. On the Russell 2000 IWM ETF, we were up 0.21% today, and the Russell 2000 is still maintaining this bull breakout above 186, and above 186 we're looking for 189 and just below 191. The critical support in the small caps is down here right around 181 and 174, and if we break down below 186, you can also look for support right around 183. But again, as long as we can hold above 181, this is still a bull trend of higher lows and higher highs, which means the Russell 2000 could be heading higher towards 200. On the ARKK ETF, we were down 1.32% today, and ARKK is still struggling around this resistance zone, which was a gap fill right around 49. And we're sitting right on top of this very vertical support trend line, which is going to give support right around 48. Now, if we lose support at 48, we should move lower very quickly. So below 48, we're looking for support at 45.7 and 44.6. If we can break through this resistance zone between 49 and 49.3, the next upside price targets will be 50.7 and 52.3. On the VIX, we were up 2.35% today, and the VIX is still grinding along this support right here at 12.8. And if I zoom out, you can see that is where the VIX has bounced all year long. So there's still a very good chance the VIX is going to bounce from this zone during a pullback. But again, that is going to require the price action in the indices to lose a support zone. And the loss of that support zone will cause the spike in fear, which will cause the VIX to move up towards 15 to 16. On Bitcoin, we're currently down about 6%, and Bitcoin did pull back from that double top rejection at the price target at 44,500. And you can clearly see the rejection of that price is bringing us back down to support at the rising 20 daily moving average just above 40,000. So 40,000 is going to be some critical support, because if we break below that, then we're coming back down below 38,000 and then 35,000. If we bounce from support and break the resistance, the next upside price target above 44,500 will be up here at 47,500. On Tesla stock, we were down 1.68% today, and Tesla is still getting rejected around this upper range of resistance right around 244 to 246. And if I redraw this wedge, you can see that Tesla is now in an even larger wedge, which is very evident by the price action forming higher lows and lower highs. And we are now wedging into a point of decision where either the bulls are going to get the breakout outside the upper range above 246, or the bears are going to get the breakdown below the range right there, right around 234. Below 234, I do think we'll fill the gap at 225. And if we break the range above 246, I think we go to the next price targets higher at 255 and 260. So be patient here in Tesla, because we're getting very close to finishing out this wedge, and we're going to see if we get the break to the bull direction or the bear direction. And that should guide you from the price action on whether you want to either short Tesla or go long to the upper price target or the lower gap fill. On Apple stock, we were down 1.29% today, and we did gap down, leaving a gap open just below 194. And if you look at Apple on Friday, we were just too far overextended outside that upper Bollinger Band. So this could still just be a very simple pullback to retest this breakout zone right here at 191.5 before we continue higher towards 197. So watch that gap fill below 194 and stay bullish above 191.5. And if we can't hold support at 191.5 and we break the next support at 190, then you're looking for the lower price target at the gap fill at 186. However, this is still a bullish configuration. So if you want to get bearish on Apple, wait for the price action to break through support, and then and only then should you be trying to short here. So jumping back over to the S&P 500, we are getting the bull breakout within the indices, and it did happen on a day that the Magnificent 7 stocks were pulling back. So we are seeing more strength from other stocks in the market, which could be helping us to continue this bull rally until we get to the previous all-time highs. At some point, this rally is going to fade and the buyers will get exhausted, but it's pointless trying to guess that day. Let the price action break through a support zone, and then you can look for lower prices. But right now, the bulls are breaking through resistance and we have strong bull trends, and it's much simpler to just stick with the direction of the trend. And if you can't stomach buying up here, then you're much better off just sitting in cash and not trying to short the market out of boredom. It is possible the market continues to melt up if we don't start seeing some high volume selling, and we're getting very close to the end of the year, so anything is possible within the next few weeks. So be prepared for all of the scenarios that I talked about tonight, and then make a trade plan whether or not price action continues higher, blasting through resistance, or starts to break through support and starts a pullback. Just let the price action do all the talking, and always remember to manage your risk around these critical levels, and you're going to do just fine in this market. We are absolutely crushing this market in bank trade alerts, and we're continuing to make brand new all-time highs week after week. So if you want to come crush the market with us, you can find out how to join Bank Trade Alerts by clicking on the link below. I also have the Stocks Channel Discord where you can get access to all of my intraday updates and analysis, and you can find out how to join either service by clicking on the links in the description of this video. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market, and as always, I will see you in the next episode.